start of NaNoWriMo! It is here. The time has finally started for NaNoWriMo 2021. I've been wearing my Halloween costume for hours now. Hours and hours. I look pretty much the exact same as I did when I filmed the video earlier on today for November 1st, the first day of NaNoWriMo. If you can't tell, I am Chris Evans, Ransom from Knives Out. It is now officially November 1st, the very beginning of NaNoWriMo 2021. I want to start writing. I figure I'll show you my quick setup and then I will start with maybe a couple paragraphs before I go to bed. I have my Scrivener open. I have it custom colored on here because I like the look of it. And there is nothing in my document. So let's go first draft, chapter 1. Let's start writing. It is 12:30. I'm going to call it here for today. I did end up naming my project. I'm calling it Project Stardust for right now because the first one was called Starstruck. So Starstruck, Stardust, I think that's really cute. I was going to call it Starlight. Who knows, if maybe I write another book down the line, I can use that one, but I think Stardust works really well for this project. This writing sprint, I got 670 words done, and after I finished writing the sprint, I realized I didn't actually set up my Scrivener properly for NaNoWriMo. I have not been writing much at all this year, so I didn't realize that Scrivener had an update, so about a week and a half ago, I went back, downloaded it, and tried to update my software, which if you saw, my screen is green and I have a picture on it. I'll show you later today how I got that. But I realized I did not set up the goals for the 50,000 words. So I did that quickly, edited everything to make sure that all the spelling mistakes were gone. We are good to go, 670 words. Now I'm going to put that into the NaNoWriMo website and then go to bed. Let's go here. We feel good about that. Boom, there we go. Our first day, our first little update. And yes, I am a night owl, 100%. Also unlocked 2 badges. The first one to update your writing progress, and the second one to update on the first day for the first update. How many badges do we have this year? Looks like all the same as the previous ones. Let's go. The one that I had trouble with last year was the daily par, which good. They put the instructions for it. Last year they didn't have the instructions. So we're going to try 1667 words every day. Hello, Lizzie. Are you my writing buddy this year? Yes, you are. She's all sad because I decided to wash my sheets today, and normally she is not allowed on my mattress, but she was whining so much, I let her up in that one little spot. Look at how comfy she is. Oh, Lizzie, look at you surrounded by pillows. I promise you, I don't have that many pillows on my bed all the time. It's just because I'm doing laundry. Hello. It's time for you to move so I can put the blankets back on the bed. All right, it is now much later on in the day. It's almost 8 o'clock, if I'm not gonna lie. This morning was really busy. I had quite a few things to do before I went into work, so I had no time to write. And then of course, I was at work, wasn't writing, and traffic on the way home wasn't too bad. I got home in a good time. So now I am here, ready to write. Okay, so we have a little bit less than 1,000 words to get to the daily par. And then I figure after that, I will show you how I changed my Scrivener to make it look all green and all pretty. With the new update, you're able to do that. So it's cute. I will show you how to do that after I'm done. So let's get on to the time lapse of me writing. So we got 1,112 words written this writing session, bringing up our total to 1,782, meaning I met the daily par for today. This is as close as we're gonna get for right now, so let's add in these words. We wrote 1112. We're feeling great about it. Let's update. Boom. We've hit the daily word for today. That's looking good. I think tomorrow I'm gonna try to really bring up my word total. I'm hoping to get at least up to 5,000. We'll see how that goes. But we're doing good. Yay. Also just unlocked 2 more badges. We got the first badge for 1667 words, and we got this other badge, which is to update more than once in one day. So look at that, we're making our way with all the badges. That's 4 in one day. So we'll see how far we can get in the next couple of days. So that was my writing sprint for today. I did it all pretty much in one sitting. I don't know if you saw, but there was a moment in that time lapse where I wasn't writing anything. That's because I had a visitor come and visit me and I just was not writing. But other than that, it was a little bit under an hour, I would say, for writing. So over 1,000 words in an hour, that is pretty good. I think that's on par with what I was writing last year, about 1,000 words per hour. I know I'm not going to be able to maintain that throughout the rest of NaNoWriMo, but for the first day, that is good. I'm not planning on writing any more this evening just because I have a couple of things left to do tonight before I go to bed, but I have made a really good chunk for today and I'm happy with it. At this point, we have a little bit over 48,000 words left to go until we hit that 50,000 word mark. And I gotta say, for the first day writing this entire year, it has gone pretty well. This year, since I was pantsing it, I didn't really have a structure to what I was going to write. And so far, I know that the first chapter is definitely going to need some work in certain spots. I'm trying to tie it back in with the first novel, following along with the same kind of characters and just make it make sense, just to tie it back in. So we'll see how I'm doing with that. As for the next chapter, I am very soon going to start it. I'll probably write for maybe half an hour tomorrow, finish up that first chapter, and then start on the second chapter. I didn't mention it in yesterday's video, but for the first novel that I wrote, I decided to go every other chapter was a different perspective between the two main characters, and so far I am leaning towards doing that this time around as well. The first chapter starts off with the main character that we see as a secondary character in the first book, and then the second chapter is going to be a new character that I'm introducing. I don't think I mentioned that either. Just a couple of the characters are switching over from the first book into this one, and we're going to have quite a few new ones. Now I'm going to show you how I changed my Scrivener screen. I use Scrivener, the PC version, because I do not have a Mac, and I know that in the Mac version they had this update a lot earlier than the PC version, so you could do this for a while, but with the Scrivener being relatively new, there's not a lot of resources online to figure out how to do. There's maybe 1 or 2 videos. So I'm just going to show you how I quickly updated mine, and then we'll go from there. There's still a lot I'm learning though with this new Scrivener. So if you guys have any tips, let me know. All right, let me show you my screen. All right, okay, so here's what my screen looked like. I have proofed it so you guys can't read my awful writing so far before I've gone back and edited anything. Anyways, this is what my Scrivener looks like. I have it set up so that it's green and cute and aesthetic. So right now, the way that you get it done like this, of course, I am in a fake chapter 2. I haven't actually started writing it yet. Basically, the way that you're going to want to do this is you want to go up to File, then you want to go down to Options, and that'll bring you up to this screen. Now to get there, you're going to want to go to Appearance, and then all of these options along the side will allow you to adjust any of the colors that you want. The only thing that I don't know how to adjust is the color of pop-ups like this, and then the top bar and all the little scrollers. If you wanted to go and to adjust it to different colors, you can go to Window, you can go to Themes, and it'll kind of bring you to the different themes. I'm not going to show you those right now, just because I have to restart my Scrivener in order to do that, but that's where you can adjust to a couple different colors, and some of those will actually adjust the top toolbars for you. But to get back to adjust it to make it whatever color you want, you're going to go back down to Options, go to Appearance, and then you can start playing around. So the binder, for instance, if you click on that and you go to Colors, you can adjust the different colors from here. So this color that I have selected, which you can see the color, that's the codes if you guys wanted to copy the color. When you click that and you go to Apply, it'll change the color of this bar right here. The search results background, which is the same color as right here. It'll adjust that. You can go to composition mode, which is not a mode that I use very often. Composition mode is when you're going to view your text and it almost looks like an ebook. So there you can adjust lots of things, the text color, the highlights, everything like that. The one notable thing that I will recommend is to go into screen background, and that is where you can adjust the picture or choose another color for the background of the screen. Now this screen picture is not going to adjust this picture that you see here in the edit mode. We'll have to do that in another section, but this is where you can, if you choose the texture, you can put any picture that you want. Pro tip, if you're going to use a picture, make sure it's in landscape so you can get the side borders as well. As you can see, this is a duplicate here of this picture because I'm sure it ends maybe right about there. And you can also see the little border right there. So find a nice high quality, high resolution picture that you will use for your background. If you wanted to adjust this main picture here, you're going to want to go to Main Editor, back to Colors, and then you can do fixed width background, and that's where you're going to be adjusting the picture for the back of this screen right here where you're going to write. You can choose any color you want, any picture, so long as it fits, you're good to go. So now here, the editor, this color is now this background that I have right here, which you can change it to whatever color that you want. Same with the text. I like to keep mine black because I find that easiest to read. Text selection, basically when you go to highlight your work, that's the color that it's going to be. Same with the color that it's going to be when you highlight it, for at least for the text. And then for the current highlight text color, I just keep that as the same as the other highlight selection color. I don't really know what the difference is between the two, so I just keep it the same. That's pretty much it. You can go through and adjust all the different colors. These are for the outliner, which so here, I guess it kind of adjusts it there. You can play around with it, choose what your little corkboard looks like. I think you can change the color of this background too, but I haven't played around with it enough to know if you can or not. What is that? That's the corkboard. Oh yes, there you go. You can do a custom background there, so you can choose a picture. Mine's just the green because I like it, but that's pretty much it. That's how you get it. If you wanted to play around, check to see what's in there. I don't know what all of the settings do because I'm new to this version where you can adjust all the colors. So play around, see what works, and have some fun. To get your appearance to change on Scrivener, you have to close down the program and turn it back on again. Even while you're applying everything, sometimes it's going to glitch a little bit and make it not look as if the full color's there, especially in that little binder bar. So close it down, load it back up, see if it works, and see if it's something that you like. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I hit my word goal. I am ready to move on for the evening and just enjoy a nice, quiet, relaxing night. Tomorrow, we're going to write a little bit more. I'm hoping to hit over 2,000, maybe closer to 5,000 words. So we'll see how that goes. All right, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy writing. Bye. You look at me. You're a silly goof.